Today we're gonna talk about a prospect who's actually the same age as me, alright? How crazy is that, right? He's now in the pros, his name is Xander Zayas, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that he loves to do whenever he's fighting, alright? So the first one is gonna be a close range right hand. What I really like about Xander is that he has the ability to throw the right hand in close range without smothering himself, which is what a lot of boxers tend to do. So we're gonna play it in slow-mo, let's see how he does it. So as you can see here, he's gonna take this tiny dip to the left side, alright? Gonna take that tiny dip to the left side, and then from this position, this is kind of close, so if you try to throw the right hand here, you have to throw it really short. But watch what Xander does here, he actually throws it long, he follows it through, he pushes it through, and he still succeeds to not smother himself. He still prevents himself from smothering and not having enough space to throw any follow-up punches. So next one here, again, is gonna slip right here, and then he's gonna throw a right hand from a closer range. But this one is gonna throw it more sideways, try to throw it to the side of the face of his opponent, but still great timing here. And a lot of boxers who are at this age, which is 19, they don't really know how to do this either, okay? They don't know how to pull off these fundamentals. Alright, next up, he's gonna do that subtle slip once again, allow his opponent to get extremely close, and he's gonna try to throw that right hand, but this one, for this one, I should say, his opponent smothered him, and he wasn't able to land that because the opponent was too close. Let's see if he lands this next one. This is gonna be a right hand, and then he throws or a left hook first, and then he's gonna throw the right hand short, okay? Boom. Instead of trying to force it, or instead of stepping back and probably gaining more distance, he just stays right there in close range, and then he throws the straight right, you know, in a pretty short, or at a pretty short distance. Next I want to talk about is going to be the low uppercut, and what I really like about this, and the reason why I want to talk about this, is because a lot of people, when they throw uppercuts, when they practice uppercuts, they only know how to throw it when their opponent's head is up. But what if it's down? How can you land that, right? Well, Xander has a really good ability to throw a low uppercut, meaning he throws it at an extremely low position, so that if his opponent decides to duck down super low, he can time them from that position. So as you can see here, he's able to time his opponent, even though his opponent is extremely low, because he pulls, or he retracts his uppercut very low. He's gonna be able to land that right there. So look at it for yourself. He's gonna throw it very low, bam, alright, pull it down, and then throw the uppercut, time his opponent while his opponent is down there. And the advantage of that is that your opponent can't really see it coming, because they are looking at the ground and their head is not really up. And so look at another one here. He's gonna throw another jab, bam, his opponent tries to bend out the waist, and then he times him with a low uppercut. Very accurate punching from a 19-year-old, man. Really amazing. Next up, I want to talk about a body shot counter, which is not really a body shot counter on purpose, and let me explain what I mean. This is just a result of his patterns, and you know, whenever he throws that rear hand, his opponent usually comes back with the rear hand of their own. Alright, so what he does is he throws a body shot, he takes that tiny dip to the left, and then he subconsciously counters the counter right hand of his opponent. So here's an example. He's gonna throw a right uppercut, and because his muscle memory is super good, his muscle memory is super polished, he just takes this tiny dip to the left, and he subconsciously prevents this right hand counter from his opponent while landing his own body shot. So great muscle memory here, but from a 19-year-old, you know. And then here another jab. He didn't really throw the right hand there, but he takes that tiny dip to the left, and again, he subconsciously, or he inadvertently also avoided this counter right hand by his opponent, because he took that tiny dip to the left, and then he was able to land a body shot at the last second. So here, it's not going to be a left hook, it's going to be a right uppercut to the body. He's going to throw that jab there, duck down again. Didn't really look like he was trying to duck under the right hand on purpose. It just so happened that when he threw his uppercut, right, the position of his body is low enough so that he can prevent any counter shots from coming his way, or from deflecting his face, or from landing on his face, I should say. So as you can see there, he throws a jab, and then after that he ducks down right away, he lands a right uppercut of his own, and then he inadvertently countered the counter of his opponent. So here's gonna be a lead left hook, I think. Yeah, that's a lead left hook right there. Very good timing. Again, didn't really do that on purpose. Boom. He didn't really try to land or to counter the right hand of his opponent on purpose. It just so happened that they both threw at the same time, and because Xander was outside of the center here, he was able to avoid that right hand from his opponent. The last one is going to be the side step hook. What he's going to do is he'll just throw something, right, to disguise the fact he's about to take a side step, and then he takes his rear foot. Not really a shift, I wouldn't call it a shift, he just takes that simple side step to get closer, and then he throws his hook from that position. Boom. Or hook slash uppercut, whatever's available at that time, that's what he's gonna use. So now this is gonna be another side step hook. Here he goes straight to it, right? Just takes a slip, he squares up. Now when you square up, it's much easier to take the side step, and then he throws a hook upon side stepping. So this is a pretty predictable angle, especially if he starts fighting more advanced dudes. They may be able to read this, but right now it's working well for him. So he disguises the side step here by blinding his opponent with that lead hand, and then he's gonna take the side step right here, slash reverse pivot with that rear foot, so that he can close the gap, and then here he's gonna place his inside shots, his inside hooks, and his inside uppercuts. So that's it. This is actually one of my favorite prospects at the moment. 19 years old, same age as me. I have a lot of catching up to do, man. This guy's already fighting 6 rounds. I gotta catch up to him, you know? So Xander Zayas, watch out for this kid, and I'm really high on him. I think he's gonna have a great future in boxing. Subscribe if you're new, join my Patreon if you want to, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.